Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, we look deeper into the word loneliness. Is it dangerous to be in that state? How do we manage it? At some points in everyone's life, this moment comes into play. There is a feeling that doesn't come with panic. It doesn't scream. It doesn't collapse you. It just sits there, quiet, persistent, empty. You are not sad, but you are not okay. You wake up, go through your routine, interact with people, respond when spoken to. From the outside, everything looks normal. But inside, something feels missing. Not lost, not broken, just absent. This is inner emptiness. And the most unsettling part is that you can't point to a reason. Nothing terrible happened. Your life might even look successful. Yet nothing feels fulfilling. This is why inner emptiness is often misunderstood. Because it doesn't look like suffering. It looks like functioning. You still show up. You still perform. You still survive. But you are no longer present. It feels like watching your own life from a distance. Like you are involved, but not connected. Inner emptiness does not arrive suddenly. It forms quietly. It begins the moment you learn that some parts of you are inconvenient. Your emotions are too much. Your questions are uncomfortable. Your needs are a burden. So you adapt. You silence reactions. You downplay feelings. You become agreeable. At first, this feels like maturity, like strength. But over time, something disconnects. You stop noticing what excites you. You stop trusting what you feel. You stop asking what you actually want. And when that happens, life continues. But meaning fades. This is why emptiness often appears in people who are responsible, reliable, and self-controlled. They learned early that survival meant suppression. The emptiness is not weakness. It is the cost of adaptation. People often try to fix this feeling by adding more. More goals, more distractions, more productivity, more stimulation. But emptiness is not solved by addition, because emptiness is not about lack of activity. It is about lack of alignment. You can be busy and empty at the same time. Inner emptiness is the absence of emotional engagement with your own life. You are present physically, but absent internally. And the longer this continues, the more unfamiliar you become to yourself. Silence becomes uncomfortable. Stillness feels heavy. And reflection feels threatening. Not because silence is dangerous, but because silence reveals the distance between who you are and how you live. Inner emptiness is not the problem. It is the signal. Inner emptiness does not appear randomly. It is built. Slowly, quietly, repeatedly. Every time you ignored a feeling to keep the peace. Every time you swallowed disappointment to stay accepted. Every time you told yourself it wasn't that deep. Those moments added up. The human mind is incredibly adaptive. When emotions feel unsafe, the mind learns to reduce intensity, not just pain, all feeling. This is why people who suppress sadness also struggle to feel joy. You cannot selectively numb emotions. Numbness spreads. Over time, emotional suppression becomes emotional distance, and emotional distance feels like emptiness. Another cause is identity conflict. When who you are internally does not match who you have to be externally. You value depth, but live in superficial routines. You value honesty, but survive by silence. You value freedom, but live on obligation. This creates internal tension. The mind solves this tension by disengaging. Because disengagement hurts less than constant conflict. You stop caring deeply. You stop feeling strongly. You stop investing emotionally. This protects you. But protection comes at a cost. That cost is meaning. Inner emptiness also forms when your identity becomes role-based. The strong one, the dependable one, the provider, the achiever. Roles are useful, but they are not the self. When your entire sense of worth comes from usefulness, your inner world becomes neglected. You exist for function, not experience. This is why emptiness often appears during moments of pause. After achievement, after burnout, after loss of direction. Because the roles fall silent and nothing replaces them. The emptiness becomes louder when you no longer know who you are without obligation. Distraction worsens this. Constant stimulation prevents self-awareness. When every moment is filled, the inner world is ignored. And what is ignored does not disappear. It fades into numbness. The emptiness you feel is not a lack of emotion. It is a backlog of unprocessed experience. Grief you never felt fully. Anger you never expressed. Longing you never acknowledged. Emptiness is what happens when emotions have nowhere to go. And here is the hardest truth. The emptiness persists because part of you learned to survive by disappearing. But survival is not the same as living. Finally, the way back to yourself. Inner emptiness is not a flaw. It is communication. It is your mind telling you that something essential has been neglected. Not productivity, not success, not discipline, presence. You don't heal emptiness by becoming more positive. You don't heal it by forcing motivation. You heal it by allowing honesty. Reconnection begins with noticing, not fixing, not judging, just noticing what drains you, what feels heavy, what feels unreal. The moment you stop dismissing your inner experience, something shifts. At first, reconnection feels uncomfortable because suppressed emotions resurface. Grief may appear without warning. Anger may rise unexpectedly. Sadness may feel deeper than expected. This does not mean you are getting worse. It means you are becoming present again. Emptiness is the numb phase before sensation returns. Most people retreat here. They confuse discomfort with danger. But discomfort is often the sign of circulation returning after numbness. You don't need dramatic change. You need small acts of alignment. Saying no when something feels wrong. Allowing silence without distraction. Letting emotions exist without explanation. Reconnection is not loud. It is subtle. You begin to feel moments instead of rushing through them. You begin to notice preferences again. You begin to sense meaning, not happiness. And meaning is what emptiness was missing all along. You don't need to become someone new. You need to stop abandoning yourself. Inner emptiness fades when you choose presence over performance. When you stop living only to function. When you stop postponing yourself. Emptiness is not the end of feeling. It is the space before return. And once you understand that, the hollow feeling no longer feels like absence. It feels like the beginning of reconnection. Thank you for adding more knowledge to your wealth of knowledge. Hope you learned something from this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this on this channel. Bye for now.